In the heart of a forgotten Pakistani village, where fog clings to the earth like a shroud, stands the skeletal remains of the government primary school. They say that once night falls, the spirits of the lost awaken, and the corridors echo with lessons taught by the dead. This is the story of 4 friends who dared to uncover the truth. Ali, Farhan, Saad, and Bilal, armed with nothing but flashlights and youthful bravado, pushed open the groaning wooden gate. The sign, Government Primary School, was barely visible through the decay. Inside, a chilling silence pressed in on them, broken only by the whisper of the wind through shattered windows. Their flashlight beams cut through the darkness, revealing a world frozen in time. Dusty classrooms, broken desks, and faded Urdu posters clinging to the walls told a story of sudden abandonment. As they ventured deeper, the school seemed to breathe around them. A door slammed shut in a distant corridor. A shadow, too quick to be real, danced at the edge of their light. Was that the faint sound of children's laughter, or just the wind playing tricks? Their hearts pounded in their chests, the air growing thick with an unseen presence. Every creak of the floorboards, every flicker of their lights, amplified their growing dread. In one classroom, they found an old blackboard, its surface covered in a thick layer of dust. As they stared, a faint glow began to emanate from it. A figure started to materialize from the shadows at the front of the room. It was tall and impossibly thin, dressed in the uniform of a teacher. But where its head should have been, there was only a hollow, gaping void above a long, wispy beard. In one hand, it held a piece of chalk. In the other, a child's school bag, stained with something dark and wet. The Headless Man raised his chalk. With a horrifying scraping sound that echoed in their very souls, glowing Urdu letters began to burn onto the board. Ghaib bache wapas aa jaएं. The missing children should return. A wave of pure terror washed over the boys. This was no ghost story. It was a warning. A ghostly whisper slithered through the air, carrying the scent of dust and decay, and they knew they were not welcome. Panic erupted. They turned and ran, their screams swallowed by the labyrinthine corridors. Their flashlights flickered wildly, revealing fleeting glimpses of the headless figure, always just behind them, moving with an unnerving, deliberate slowness. He wasn't chasing them. He was herding them. The echoes of children's laughter grew louder, more menacing, as if mocking their desperate escape. They scrambled through the darkness, past classrooms that seemed to shift and change. The school itself a living nightmare, intent on keeping them. After what felt like an eternity, they burst through the main gate, collapsing onto the dew-soaked ground, gasping for air. They didn't look back. They ran until the village lights were a comforting glow on the horizon, leaving the haunted school to its spectral silence. The next morning, the sun rose over the quiet village. Inside the abandoned school, in that same dusty classroom, a new message was scrawled across the blackboard, written in what looked disturbingly like fresh blood. It read, "The class is not over yet." Thank you for joining us on this terrifying journey. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe for more tales from the shadows. Stay safe, and whatever you do, don't wander into abandoned places after dark.